Generational wealth is something that's passed from the richest people in America. Don't push a false narrative saying that being a trucker will bring your drivers wealth, because that only applies if you own the trucking company. Well, that's by Mac Daddy. So Mac Daddy, if you're watching, this video is for you. Enjoy.
I'm a queen, all eyes on me. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, all eyes on me. I'm a queen,
All right. What up, everybody? This is the first step to the types of videos that I'm going to be doing. Y'all, Index Universal Life Insurance. It's funny you say that. This is going to be like the first type of videos that I'm going to be doing to kind of try to share stuff with you and teach y'all stuff and stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it, but thank you guys. So what I wanted to do is, I wanted to talk to y'all about something. So on my video that I did talking about being a first-time homeowner, right? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me make sure y'all can hear me. So life insurance. Dang, it's a lag. Woo! The video I did about being a first-time homeowner and thanking Variant for, giving me the opportunity to create generational wealth and financial freedom. Some people did not like that at all. And they're like, quit lying. I don't want that to be in the camera. Yeah. They're like, quit lying, and you can't build generational wealth off of 60 cents per mile. And I'm gonna show y'all. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to do this video because it's ridiculous that y'all can, people are so simple-minded. These are the comments that I was getting. Let's see. Generational wealth is something that's passed from the richest people in America. Don't push a false narrative saying that being a trucker will bring your drivers wealth. Causes that only applies if you own the trucking company. This is by Mac Daddy. So if you're watching Mac Daddy, this is for you. Who else? Somebody else said something. He says, let's keep it a buck now. Generational wealth at 60 cents a mile, cut it out. Right? 60 cents a mile isn't life-changing, nor does it give generational wealth. And somebody says, cap. So I wanted to share with y'all what generational wealth is. It says right here, generational wealth includes financial assets such as property, investments, money, or anything with monetary value that you can pass down from one generation to the next. Intangibles like financial education, values, and habits are an equally important part of the equation. And then down further, it tells you how do you build generational wealth. You invest in your child's education, right? And that can be like putting money up for school so they don't have to take out student loans and things like that. It could be investing in the stock market. I'm investing in the stock market. I'm investing in real estate, creating businesses to pass down, taking advantages of life insurance, setting up a trust. This is how I could pass it down. Write a will, set up a trust, name a beneficiary, blah, 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 right? So I wanted to just show y'all, you don't have to be rich to create generational wealth. It's financial planning and knowing what to do with that money. And I don't understand why they hate on me either, but that's cool. That's what education is for, right? So I'm going to educate these people, okay? This is my 2020 tax return. For the year 2020, I made $17,668. It's hard to believe that, Like, I can't even believe it looking at it. Compared to the money that I'm making now, that's hard as fuck to believe. Like, really? That's how much I made in 2020? Yes, that's how much I made in 2020. This is, I don't want to get to that yet. This is my W-2 from USA Truck. So that 17,000 probably is not going to be representative of what I made. But I made $11,473. That's basically living paycheck to paycheck. I was only with USA Truck for 6 months. This is Martin. I was with Martin for 6 months. $17,103. Right? US Express, before I came over to Variant. So I was with US Express October, November, December, January, February, 4 months. $7,000. $7,079 in 4 months. Right? And then this was night transportation. So part of this was 2019 and part of it was 2020. This is how much I made with night transportation with the per diem program. Okay? Not a lot of money. That's basically living paycheck to paycheck. But so this is my paycheck with Variant from December 10th. Okay? I only got 168 miles. I'm on per diem. That's why it says 58 cents. I only got 168 miles. This is my squad's stuff. So I make cents per mile for every mile that they drive. If they drive 2,500 miles, I'll get, those cents per mile. So all of this is right here are my referrals. These are my referral bonuses that I got from 2 drivers that came in on Monday. So this is all money that was made from my other drivers. Then we go down here to this page. My gross was $4,530, which is very low because had it not been for that referral bonuses, I would have only made $530. That was the week I went home for Thanksgiving, right? If you look up here, my mileage, I made $84,126 in mileage alone at Variant. In bonus money, which is like if they pay you for breakdown or empty miles or going to look for a trailer, or if I was compensated for a waste of time or something, that's bonus money. So that was $3,559. My mileage pay, $33,180. Drop pay, $1,885. Referral bonuses. I've made $32,000 in referral bonuses since I've been at Variant. Ambassador referrals, I've made $7,335 in ambassador referral with bonuses since I've been with Variant. And then all the little extra pay. I'm a mentor, so I've made $2,375 from mentoring drivers so far. Okay? That gross came up to that, $4,530. I took home $3,179. Now look at this. This is what I wanted to show y'all. Since I've been at Variant, I've made $96,482.
Wow.
By the end of this year, I should be over $100,000. So when people say that you cannot, when those people in those comments were saying that I can't create generational wealth as a company driver making 60 cents per mile, I can, because y'all just saw how much money I was not making. Y'all saw how much money I made before I came to Variant. You saw how much money I made since I've been at Variant. And if you're making that kind of money, you want to invest in that money and you want to do smart things with that money. I say all of that to say I'm not trying to gloat or to, praise me because I did this. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is say Variant. There's no other way that this would have been possible had it not been for Variant. You see the proof, right? You see the proof. You see the money that I'm getting from my squad. You see the referral bonuses that I'm getting. That was a bad example of the type of miles that I'm getting because I get way more miles. But that was Thanksgiving. But even with a Thanksgiving check, I still made good money. Okay, so since I started Variant and I was making this kind of money, the first thing I started to do was save money. And then I opened up a stash account. It's called Stash. And I opened up Acorns. Those are my investment portfolios, stocks and bonds and investments, right? Then I opened up a Chime Credit Builder account, a Self Credit Builder account, Experian Credit Boost, Amazon Secured Credit Card, and there's Kickoff is another one that helps build credit. All those things I opened up because I'm making money. I could pay my bills and I have this extra money. So what am I going to do with it? I'm trying to build my credit and save money so I can buy a house. Remember last year I told y'all, November of last year, I said by this time next year, I want to be prepared to buy a house. Well, not only was I prepared to buy a house, I'm buying one. But in 1 year, I've built my credit. I saved money. And that was just to have some money on the side, like just in case something happened, right? In 1 year. And I wasn't even supposed to be buying a house. I was going to rent a house. And my realtor was telling me that you keep getting denied because the apartment that I moved out of previous to the one that I'm in now, they put me moving out a month early because of coronavirus on my credit. What is going on with the signal? So they said that I owed them like $7,000. So I wasn't going to be able to do anything with that, right? So I was like, well, she was like, you might as well just start looking into buying a house. So I was like, okay, well, just, tell me how to do it. And here I am. So let me show y'all. Just in case y'all think I'm lying. I don't know if you have to see that. That says turn this off. 670. That's my Experian file, right? Equifax 695. TransUnion 674. TransUnion, let me see if I can. Oh, I messed it up. Okay. I wish I could share this with y'all. Maybe I can. Let me see. I'm gonna go on Experian website. All right. So these are all of my, look at this. These are all of my score increases and decreases. I started in March of 2019. I started Variant in February of 2020. But I guess it's not going to show me what my credit score. Oh, shit. 554. Golly. On March 20th, 2019, my credit score was 554. 554. And today, 554 to 670. I say all of that to say Variant allowed me to get to this point where I could save money, build my credit, invest in stocks and bonds, invest in investment portfolios. I have whole life insurance. I'm closing on my home on the 27th. I gotta be there on 23rd to do the orientation, and I'm closing on the 7th. Why keep saying second? 27th. I'm about to pay my car off. I own businesses, so I have multiple streams of income. I have the YouTube income. I have the Variant Ambassador income, the Variant Mentor income, and then I have QueenJoJon Global, which is my LLC. And then I said YouTube already, right? YouTube. You should not have or need to share your personal info with anyone. It's not that I'm sharing. It's not that I feel like I have to. I'm just trying to show that you can literally make $100,000 as a company driver. You can buy a house as a company driver. You can save money and build your credit as a company driver. You can invest as a company driver. And you're not going to live paycheck to paycheck, because this company makes it possible for that to happen. And I'm always talking about it, but I wanted to show you guys. I'm not just talking about it. Like, I'm not just going to say something and not give you guys the facts to go with it. I want to show you how it's possible to buy a home and create generational wealth with a base pay of 60 cents per mile. That's possible. Sorry for interrupting the video, but I wanted to tell you this. If you're only being paid on your miles only, you're not being paid enough. So I encourage you to join the Money Squad. Click the link down there and let me tell you how you can get drivers under your squad and make money. You shouldn't be only getting paid off of your money alone. You should be getting paid off of your drivers too. And I can show you how to do that. Click the link. Variance a pyramid scheme. That's why boss was fired. Variance is not a pyramid scheme. See, a pyramid scheme requires you to put money into that scheme and then hope to get a return on that investment that you invested in. And usually you don't make money on that investment. And they don't do none of that. Everybody makes money. Nobody loses money. It's not a pyramid scheme. It would only be a pyramid scheme if Variant told me that I have to give them some money in order to make the money that I'm making. And that's illegal. Variant couldn't even operate as a business if it was operating as a pyramid scheme. So no, not true. Can you explain how the home buying process went? Okay, well, so I had a realtor already because I was looking forward to rent a house. And I guess I just felt like maybe I just needed a realtor to rent a house. And she told me about the home buying process. She's like, I know a lender that might be able to help you. And she sent me information to a lender. I don't know anything about none of this stuff, right? So I filled out like the first page of the application and I had no clue what I was talking about or what they were asking me. Like they were asking stuff like, how much is the home price that you want? How much is a house that you're trying to buy? Like, what's the price of it? And where's it located? And I'm like, I don't know none of this stuff. Like, how am I supposed to know what that? I don't know. So I didn't. And then they wanted to pull my credit report, and I wasn't sure how the process worked. And I'm like, I don't want to apply for a credit when I don't even know what the process is, right? So I was like, let me look for a realtor. And so I went on Keller Williams, because realtors can refer you to the right people. And I have a mentor. So my mentor referred me to a lender because I was telling him about the house I wanted to buy. And the lender that I was already working with, she wasn't explaining the process to me. So at the very end of all of it, I just decided to go with the realtor and see what the realtor says. So the realtor was like, yeah, if you're working with a lender, apply. And if you have any questions, let me know. So whenever there was a question on application I didn't understand, I would screenshot it and send it to her and she would explain it to me. And then I went with that lender. Then that lender wasn't able to use my income because normally if you have bonus income, any type of bonuses, commissions, any extra pay other than your hourly wage or your salary, they can't use that. So it was already hard for me because I am a truck driver, so I don't get paid hourly. I'm not on a salary, and most of my income is from referrals and bonuses. That's like the majority of my income. I make more in referrals and bonuses than I do in even miles. So that lender didn't go with me. So then I went on YouTube, I went to 4 different lenders. All of them denied me because they can't use my bonus income. So then I went on YouTube and I was like, I learned from the different 4 lenders of why they couldn't accept me and how it was hard. So I searched something on YouTube. I think it was like how to buy a home with commission income or something like that. Because there's some people who have jobs that only make commission, right? And I found this lender and I applied. So you'll find a realtor who will refer you to a lender. If you like the lender and you feel confident with them, you apply. And then after you apply, you got to submit all your documents like your W-2, your paycheck stubs. You have to have 2 years of everything except bank statements and paycheck stubs. But you have to have 2 years of W-2s, 2 years of tax returns. You have to be on your job for 2 years or be in the same industry field for 2 years. So even though I was in different jobs in the past 2 years, it was all truck driving. So you have to do that for 2 years. You have to show your bank statement the last, I want to say 90 days, bank statements, last 90 days of paycheck stubs. Then they have to do an employment verification and income verification. And then they'll give you a pre-approval letter. With the pre-approval letter, you can go and house hunt. So you'll take that pre-approval letter to your realtor. And the realtor will either refer you to houses that you might like, or you can look at houses and refer them to the realtor. You go set up a viewing and you go look at the house. And then if you find a house that you like, you put an offer on it. And then once you put an offer on it, if they accept the offer, you go into underwriting. Now, some lenders will do pre-underwriting. So with me, I needed pre-underwriting because of my special circumstances on how I make my money. So pre-underwriting is basically where they collect all of your information and then they send it to the underwriter first. And the underwriter can say basically if you may or may not get approved. It's not a guarantee, but it looks like the chances are you will get approved or chances are you will not get approved, which is a little bit better than a pre-qualification letter. So that's what my lender did. They gave me a pre-underwriting and I got the pre-qualification letter. I was approved for $265,000. And that was as of the middle of October. So the middle of October, I think I was only at like 80,000 year to date. I wasn't even at 96,000. I was at 80,000 and I got approved for 265,000. But all the houses that I was putting offers in, people were beating me. They were putting in cash offers. They were offering more money. It was very competitive. And then I told my realtor, I was like, look, I'm having terrible luck. Or I'll say for example, on a Monday or Tuesday, I'll put in an offer on the house because I just saw it online. And then 5 minutes later, I tell my realtor to put in an offer. She comes back and says, they said the offers needed to be in by noon today. And it's already 8 o'clock at night. So it's too late to put the offer in. So I was like, I'm having terrible time. I can't see that on my end that you got to put an offer in by noon, but you can. So I was like, can you just like look for the houses for me? You already know what I like and what I want. And she was like, I found a builder. It's a new build. And if you go with their lender, they will give you $6,000 in closing costs. And, but you got to go with their lender. I'm like, okay, well, I'll do that, but I don't think they're going to accept my income because I already went through 4 other lenders. And then if you can do lenders, like every time they run your credit, if it's within 30 days, it won't mark your credit. It only marks once. So you can, if you're house hunting or car shopping or whatever the case may be, you want to get everybody to pull your credit within that first 30 days. Because if it's after 30 days, then it'll be another pull on your credit, a hard credit, a hard credit pull or something like that. So, I went with the lender. I did the application. It was super easy. They were super nice. They showed us the house, and it was before it was even built. Like, the house was before it even had walls, I think. Did it have walls? I don't remember because I was driving and I was like, I can't really look at that right now. So, but then they came back and said they can't use my income. But I had already been working with that other lender. And so I lost.
Adriana Ribbon or Adriana.
A few moments later.
They're doing the Christmases stuff. It says, oh, I love my babies. Where was I at though? So the lender that I was already working with is Christian Angelo, and the process went really smooth. They got everything. They got me approved in like probably 2 weeks. The builder's lender couldn't use me, so I went with Christian Angelo. They're giving me $1,500 towards closing costs. My realtor is giving me $1,500 towards my down payment. And then I already you got to put down earnest money. So once you make an offer and they accept the offer and everything is like that's settled, you got to put up earnest money. And that's basically to hold the house. and then you have to do an appraisal and an inspection on the house, and then you got to go through underwriting, and once everything comes back, then you'll go do a walkthrough or orientation on the home buying. I don't know. I think the orientation and walkthrough is because it's a new build, so I'm going to do a walkthrough with the builder, and he's going to explain the features of the house to me. And then right after your walkthrough, usually you do a oh yeah, the walkthrough. So the walkthrough would be basically, you know, I don't know, because I ain't did it yet. I can't even do that. But so then after that, you close, and when you go to closing, I don't know yet, so I'll tell y'all the rest when that happens. That's happening on the 27th. All I know is I can't have no new accounts. I can't have any large deposits or large deposits or large transactions. I can't have any new credit pulls on my credit report. Yeah, and I just got to have all of my money ready, closing money, and it has to be wired to the, I forgot what it's called, the processor or something like that. So once I do the closing company, it's called the closing company, I guess, they're going to send all the information to the utility company and get that process started. Once I finish with all the paperwork, I'm supposed to take some paper to the post office to get my keys for the mailbox, and then I'll be calling the utility companies to get that stuff turned on. I have to have homeowners insurance too before I close, and then once I sign all the paperwork, they'll give me my keys and it's mine. So yeah. Oh wait, before all of that, so after you make the offer and submit your earnest money and you go into underwriting, they'll send you a paper. They'll send you like a long document that explains all the costs of everything, the estimated cost. But the real costs are not going to come in until after the appraisal is done. So the estimated cost was like how much the house costs, how much the taxes are, homeowners association fees, whatever fees and stuff are with it, and like basically like the closing papers, because it was like 80 pages. It's like the closing papers, but electronically, and it's an estimate. And then you just sign all of that, and they tell you it's an estimate. But I'll keep getting these emails of these estimates until the actual final closing. So the estimate at that time was $20,500, and at closing they said it should be lower. So I forgot to tell y'all about that. So that's how the home buying process went for me. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If this video brought value to you and you want to see more videos like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you will be notified whenever I do new videos and when I go live. And I hope you guys enjoy. Peace out.